to comfort the continuous pain. So now if God's going to take that lust away, what are you going to feel? What are you going to be going through? You're going to be going through that continuous pain again. You have no chaser. Hi, how you doing? I am Audiio Johnson, and this is Isaiah Movement. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch the video. The purpose of this channel is to make the invisible visible and the spiritual understandable. Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite subjects. It's not a good subject, but I'm just interested in it. I'm just interested in the roots and everything that happens in people's life. Today we're going to talk about hurt, and I'm going to try to break down hurt as we deal with it and how we should deal with it and how it affects us in our everyday life. Now let's start with hurt. Hurt is the blow that we feel from any incident where we feel like we are wronged. Now, of course, the reason why we know we're hurt is because we start to feel this thing called pain. And this pain is the mental and emotional feeling that we have telling us that we was wrong or hurt. So what happens is the hurt automatically becomes what we know as a wound. And now is how we deal with that wound is the situation that I want to talk about. How do we deal with this wound? Because two things can happen. We could deal with it right and it can heal, or we could deal with it wrong and it can become infected and it can lead to our death. So treating the wound the correct way will lead to healing. If we treat the wound the correct way, it will lead to healing automatically. Now, treating the wound in the incorrect way, it will lead to an infection. Now what is that affection? That affection is that continuous pain that we always be feeling when we have a hurt or a wound that didn't heal right, and we just always hurting, we're just always hurting. So we start drinking or doing drugs or having sex all the time because we want to shut that pain up. That's because the wound didn't heal correctly and it became affected. That hurt turned to wound, turned to infection. And now we're dealing with the continuous pain. That's the infection. And that infection will turn into many different things. So, that infection will turn into, for example, unforgiveness. That unforgiveness will turn into bitterness. That bitterness could turn into anger and lust. So from that hurt, now I have to deal with this bitterness, unforgiveness, and the bitterness that turns into anger and lust. Now, anger and lust comes for a reason. The anger could have came because now I'm trying to protect myself from anybody else hurting me. I don't want nobody to hurt me, so I have outbursts whenever somebody comes close to hurting me, or whenever somebody touches that wound at the wrong time in the wrong way, and it might lead to me getting hurt again. Outbursts, anger. The lust, I use it to try to comfort me, to shut up the continuous pain, to shut up the infection that I'm dealing with. So I use the lust to use that to comfort myself and shut up that constant pain that I'm going through. Now, of course, lust could be many different things. Lust just don't mean sex, right? Lust could be because food, drugs, alcohol. It could be a number of things. But the key is that I'm using that lust to comfort myself of shutting up that continuous pain I feel on the inside because of the infection. But it just don't stop there. It don't stop at the hatred and the lust. It just don't stop there. The list will continue to go on. Because I'm such a hothead, that anger that I hold on the inside of me leads to me feeling rejected. No one wants to be around me. No one wants to deal with me because I'm always having outbursts. I'm always yelling at somebody. I'm always being angry and mean for no reason. And nobody wanna be around that. And because of that, I feel rejected. And now because I feel rejected, and I know I'm rejected because of my anger issue, I now deal with what's called self-hatred. I hate myself because I can't stop being so angry. I hate myself. I hate myself for being this person that I am. But okay, so The rejection leads to self-hatred. But let's also talk about the lust. The lust also goes somewhere. Now, let's just say, for example, because of the hurt, I'm obsessed with beauty and becoming beautiful. But yet I can't reach it in my own mind. That ideal look of beauty that I have, I can't reach it for some reason. I just can't obtain it. And because of that, I build what? Self-hatred. I got a double portion of self-hatred going on in my life right now. Because I can't be the beautiful person that I want to be, or this beautiful image that I want to be. And because everybody rejects me because of my anger issue, I now am just consumed with hatred. This is what I call a life in crisis. All this is going on because of an infection to a wound that I did not allow to heal the right way. Now, in order for God to try to help us, so I pray, Lord, help me, please, Lord, help me, heal me, take me through the process, make me closer to you, make me whole. Now, in order for God to heal us, a lot of times what he have to do, now there's times when God just say, okay, wipe it all out, you're healed, right? But that don't happen all the time. That's rare, very rare. The main way it happens is God goes layer by layer by layer, and he takes you through a process of healing. Process of healing is going layer by layer by layer. So what God do is he first attacks that self-hatred. Now he deals with that self-hatred that you have for yourself. After he finished dealing with that self-hatred, he then deals with that rejection you have and that image of what you believe or what you want to be, an image of beauty of who you want to be. He deal with that. And then once he deal with that, he'll move to the anger, and he moves to the lust. Now, of course, when it comes to that lust, we're going to kick, we're going to scream, we're going to fight, we're going to be like, yeah, pause, wait just a minute. Because remember, that lust that we are using to comfort the continuous pain. So now if God's going to take that lust away, what are you going to feel? What are you going to be going through? You're going to be going through that continuous pain again. You have no chaser. There's nothing there to stop the pain. You're going to be feeling through that all day as you walk around, as you go through your life. Well, it's not your whole life. Just as you're going through the process, you got that feeling of continuous pain is sitting right there. And you're feeling it because you can't use that lust that you was using to comfort it. And we will go through a season once you start to line up with God, once you finally say, okay, here, take the lust, get it out of here. Because he will wrestle with you on that. Like, you got to give it up. You got to give it up. And then it's either you're going to wrestle with him or you're going to move to the next step. So when you move to that next step, you will go through a season where you will have to feel constant pain. So after God deals with that lust and deals with that anger, he then goes and he deals with the bitterness that you have in your heart. And that bitterness could have been shown through your life in different kind of relationship issues, right? So he healed the relationship issues that you have going on. So then God deals with that unforgiveness. And he deals with the unforgiveness. And a lot of times when we have unforgiveness, it's because we have trust issues and stuff like that. That seeps out of that unforgiveness. So while he's dealing with that unforgiveness, he's going to also deal with that trust issue that we have. And then what happens is God finally faces that wound and he heals that wound. And when he heals that wound, it eliminates the continual pain that we was going through. And then we has the opportunity to allow the hurt to heal the right way by going the other path. Go the other path and allow it to heal the right way. And that is a whole nother video as well. And that's today's video. I want to thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Until the next one.